Yeah, breaking news or whatever. They're on another one. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, emergency Zoom film at 11. Same five goons, same deranged obsession. This changes everything. Bro, it's page 47 of emotion they skin while half watching Yellowstone. Gang, gang. Squinting at 8 point, fine like detectives. Zoom so far and the pixels are screaming for mercy. Look at this, timestamps 2020, 22, my God. But they're yelling it like they just cracked Watergate. High five. Mike's been muted for 20 minutes, still barking. Circular logic, so a lot of time to seem impressive. Trust the plan, this is massive. Nah, fam, it's boilerplate and it's mid at best. Gang, gang. Self-appointed outrage, squad patting each other like they personally ended corruption. Gang. Dropping bombshell tea that's been sitting in pieces since breakfast. Gang, gang. Moral high ground, speed run, they'll flip the script the second it's convenient. Gang. Same PowerPoint presentation, new day, same brain dead narration. Gang, gang. We're not obsessed, we're just passionate. 3-hour living yesterday's hoodie, passion in my ass. Why is he even breathing right now? Says the guy refreshing notifications every 14 seconds. Gang, gang. Playing lawyer on God mode, reading comprehension. Stuck in elementary, confidence in the stratosphere, case dismissed. They screaming to the void, motion still pending but go off I guess. Disagree? Obviously a paid shill. Actually read the filing, deep state plan. Laugh at them, you're clearly compromised too. Exist in the same zip code, suspicious behavior. Notify the group chat. Gang, 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 gang. Tighter circle, smaller brain. Gang, gang. Echo chamber finally running out of oxygen. Gang, gang. Yeah. Gang, gang, acting the actual judge like it's group chat. Replay all meltdowns, labeled just asking questions. Got warned by the core once, that was a suggestion. Still get it the same screen like it's strictly trash talk. Gang, gang, we're above all this drama. While screenshotting, they on meltdown for content. Preaching peace and love while actively baiting bears. And fake shock when the bear finally bites back. How could this happen? Gang, gang. Synchronized tantrum hours. 5 tabs open, all the same screenshot. Different zoom levels, gang, gang. Premature victory lap over legal language, still can't pause. Gang, gang. Standing 10 toes on business until tomorrow's filing, send them scrambling again. Gang, gang. Hype the claim to the moon, then ghost the chat when it ages like milk. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. Gang, gang. Refresh. Gang, gang. Gang, gang, gang. See y'all same time tomorrow. Gang, gang. Don't be late. Yeah.
Oh my, Heather May. It was very awesome how all of these different streamers come together for Baker, because you don't see, this is the thing. You got to understand, Baker has streamed I've been on streams with Baker for a trial stream. Mo's been on streams with Baker for a trial stream. We've run into him on FNL. We did FNL Live. We met Baker in person last year. All these people come together for a reason, because we can vouch for the character of Baker and the kind of shit. Whenever somebody's attacking somebody like that, we're just not going to tolerate it. So
yeah, that's the thing. And it's funny because Shizzy and I were talking, and what you never want to do is rile up the people who are like, please just leave me alone. I mean, it's like the old Western where the old retired gunslinger is like, son, put down that revolver. You just don't want to try. Look, I'm from Gen X. My parents literally locked me outside.
You
cannot deal with this.
Drink from a garden hose. Okay, that was our life.
You're talking about microaggressions. Put it down, son. Just put it down.
About microaggressions. We considered a microaggression whenever we were kids. Having your head stuffed into a snow.
I was about to say, we didn't have dodgeball. We had another name for the game that was like from public school. Like the gym teacher would say, hey, we're going to play smear the someone.
Yeah. Did you catch the ball? That's you. You better start running, boy.
Pretty much. We are indestructible.
Well, except if you try to swing a baseball bat at a fast pitch on the last day of school and dislocate your thumb because you swung it with one hand. Yeah,
I was never that sporty. Okay. My battles with gravity and coordination are legendary.
Neither was the guy that hit the ball. He wasn't that sporty either. But he's a big guy, and he's just like, and he goes out there and he swings, and
Oh.
his thumb went from here to back
Oh.
here, and the knuckle was sitting somewhere here. Oh, and he wasn't crying. He wasn't in any pain. He was just like, this really, really, really hurts. And I was just like, I bet.
Oh,
He
good
just,
Lord.
oh my God, he was so messed up. Yeah, but that was the last day of school. Imagine his summer having to spend it wearing a cast. It's just like, good Lord.
Not good. What a
I
cool
mean,
story to tell chicks.
well, and the only reason I know about this is because I broke my foot 2 weeks before the last day of school.
Oh,
And I
no.
walked to school for 2 weeks with a broken foot. Yeah, my foot was swollen, but at the end of 2 weeks, my foot was so swollen that they actually had to cut my shoe off my foot. That's how. Okay, yeah, I don't know pain. I don't know pain.
That my thing is like, yeah, because Mr. Mo had to hog tie me when I broke my ankle because I assumed that it was just like a sprain, and he's like, "Go to the hospital." And I'm like, "I have like an ace bandage." Like,
Rub some dirt on it; it'll be fine.
yeah. The doctor looks at the X-ray. He's like, "Yeah, you did break. That's an odd bone to break because it's the little I call it the asshole bone, but it's that little bally bone on the outside of your ankle."
Oh, mine was a fracture on the top of your foot. So that bone that runs across the top of your foot, I put a hairline fracture in that.
Oh, fun. Yeah. We're just fonts of weird
I just thought I
injuries.
twisted my ankle. I was like, I twisted my ankle. Whatever. Went to walk it off, and then got up the next morning and walked to school and did that for 2 weeks. It was the last day of school. I remember because everyone is, they're just like sort of like free for all. People are out playing ball or basketball or whatever. It was just like, of a fun day. And I'm in the nurse's office because I'm like, I can't get my shoe off. And the nurse is
Poor
like,
Shizzy. And
nurse
she's
is
like,
like,
"Holy crap."
well, no, because my ankle had swollen up too, and my leg had swollen up because, it was, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was not pretty. It was not pretty. And then they were just like, do we need to get an ambulance? No, just call my mother. She'll come pick me up. And she picked me up like towards the end of the day. It was just like, what do you want? What do you need? I was like, I can't feel my toes.
Oh,
I
good
can't take my
Lord.
shoe off. And so she takes me in. They're just like, well, you need to have that x-ray. She takes me in the x-ray, and they're just like, yeah, how did you break this? I was like, oh, I was walking on some railroad tracks and slipped off one of the railroad ties, just stepped on it wrong, and I thought I just twisted my ankle. He was like, no, son, you broke your foot. How long has it been like this? Oh, it's been like this a couple of weeks. How have you been putting your shoe on? It's just
Like, you just, like, shove it in, and then
you
you
just
can't feel it because it's so swollen, so,
yeah. It's like support.
yeah, it's just weird when you try to walk and you can't feel it, so, I mean, that's the hard part, doc.
It's like oh, he was like, well, it could have been much worse. Oh, but as we were talking about yesterday, we're going to finish up probably a good portion of this. I think we give it about, a good hour, and then
Yes.
we watch ourselves some Laura Owens body cam footage that is just it is the train wreck.
I know, but I love the stream because legitimately everything that Jess Machado said, I was like, "That's what a narcissist would say."
That was it's so true. That's exactly how we felt about it. That's what a narcissist would say. We were sitting there, and she's sending me messages. That's what a narcissist would say. And I'm just like, yes.
I swear to God, she's like, "I am special." And I was like, "Oh my God, Mackenzie Old Rilla, what's going on?"
Mackenzie Zilla.
No, Mackenzie Old Rilla, because she's like her old perimenopausal version of Mackenzie.
I was thinking more like Godzilla. Oh, like just come
Don't
stomping
make
in
fun of
and
Godzilla's birthing hips. He's a father.
Son of
Actually,
Godzilla
I
was
think
such a great
yeah,
movie.
because no, but my boys tried to explain to me, Godzilla has a son, but there are no chick Godzillas, so I am confused, but I asked my boys and he's like, he came out of a volcano. So me and Laura Owens are just as confused about where baby Godzillas come from.
Oh, no, that is not what I'm saying. I want you to chase. I don't know where you're getting this random information from. You're clearly not understanding a word that I'm saying.
Kenzie, that's narcissist behavior. Do you want to read the book? That's a clear black and white push and pull situation from the book.
Remember, you're not an expert. No, there's only one
We
expert.
know the expert.
We know him because you read a book and if you keep saying that I'm going to stop texting, I could give two fucks about the damn book.
It's only facts, and it makes sense.
If you do not like how I'm acting, you clearly cannot think highly of me, then you in this relationship right now. I don't care, and it doesn't make any sense. You think you're an expert because you read a book. You honestly sound delulu.
It's the good book, ma'am. There's a whole chapter on demons.
You're on chapter. What chapter are we on? Chapter 20?
Deuteronomy has a whole verse about you, bitch, okay?
With your name. Like,
This is what happens when you eat shellfish on a Sabbath. Like, that's what that was what the Mosaic laws were trying to keep from happening. We started eating shrimp, and then Shirillas happened. Is there a coincidence? I think not. Although I love shrimp, so really, I am the reason.
It wasn't shellfish. It was the bearded clam.
Oh. Oh, and Shizzy, I have an Arby's story that I didn't wanna send you because you're already Arby's traumatized, but, we might need another song.
Oh, no. I'm totally anti Arby's. I mean,
Oh, I know. Well, at least you didn't get the herp from your
from the mayonnaise.
No, apparently a manager spit in a sandwich, and then she got she got a cold sore. But
Oh,
the article made, clear that it was herpes over and over
don't eat that open faced roast beef sandwich.
again. It's like, that's what happened to the horsey sauce. That makes perfect sense.
Oh, oh my God. What's up? What's up, chat? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're not ignoring you. We're
No, we're having too much fun. That's
if you can't think highly of me and seeing all the good I do and only point out the few bad things that end this relationship.
I've read many books that have talked about it. Nietzsche, Freud.
I'm saying I'm not a narcissist, and this is your last chance. Stop calling me that. I'm sorry that your family fucked you up, but I'm not like that. Neither is my family.
Facts not in evidence, ma'am. Like, we have your family in 40K, okay? Like, I mean, add this.
We've seen how your dad reacts to a 20-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Because he believes you. That he threatened you, which he never did.
No.
Mm.
Narcissism is also in manipulation books.
I'm going to need you to stop playing doctor right now.
You keep doing it over and over again. How do you feel about your mother?
Okay. Break up with me right now. I'm dead ass serious. I'm done with this. You clearly can't see all the good I do, and you clearly think so very low of me. So end this relationship because I'm over this. I'm fucking as serious as fuck. I'm asking you over times to stop calling me a narcissist. You won't stop. I've also told you many times. I'm not going to work on. I'm going to work on my compassion. You have not understood that either. So what is the point of being in a relationship? You're just going to be extremely rude, tell me I only want a model for attention, keep telling me I'm a narcissist and rubbing my face, and you rubbing my face, and you're not going to see any good that I do. So what's the point? Rub my face.
Glad to hear you're gonna be audio modeling. Glad you're gonna be doing that no viewing modeling for your soul. No, I haven't. You keep saying narcissist things, so I tell you it's narcissistic.
Break up with me. I am over this relationship.
I'm not telling you what to do. Stop. Get help.
No, he says, I'm just telling you what to do.
I'm just telling you what to do. Okay.
And there you go again. Call me a narcissist after I've asked you now 7 times, not 8, not 6, but 7. Break up with me. I am done.
I didn't.
You can't see any of the good I do. I do so much good. Fucking end this relationship if you're not going to stop. I would answer right now. It's just like
I do see all of the good. I'm just asking you to realize that this and change it and you said you would, I know, but you just keep saying narcissistic things back, and I'm just pointing them out. I am like a mirror to your soul, and it's
my soul is
ugly.
damaged.
It's fugly.
It's fugly.
I'm just pointing them out, not saying you're a narcissist, but saying what you said is narcissistic. It's the different thing. Jess Machado has assured us that while words may mean exactly the same things, if you use different words, it's not the same. Similes are not a thing to her. Synonyms? No, she's like, I like those on a roll. And I'm like, I know, sweetheart, you do.
Humor's not a thing to her either.
You have to be smart enough to, decipher that things are funny.
These kind of people that laugh at like poop jokes. I mean, everybody laughs at poop jokes, but they can't get past like the 5th grade jokes.
Yeah, these are the people for which the scary movies are made.
Or created from.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why the little F would I change for you when you keep calling me a goddamn narcissist? Why would I change for you when you can't even chase me? Just because you have me doesn't mean you can stop chasing. Dude, end this relationship. I am done.
So this chasing, like, is it a stationary? Is it figurative, literal? Like, I just need to make sure I'm not going to get charged with kidnapping or stalking. There you go again. You act like I'm the problem when I'm just pointing out something or that I want you to change. When I clearly said I'm not calling you a narcissist, I'm saying what you said is.
And you, all right now, you are the problem. I've been showing my mom this whole convo. She agrees with me and this relationship.
Thank you, God. Yes, by the power of your mom and Gray Skull combined, I am out. Bye, Felicia.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. I'm just pointing out in black and white, even things that your mom should be able to read. I mean, facts, your mom wants us to break up anyway.
My mom doesn't want us to break up. I don't know where you're getting that information from. And I'm just pointing out the black and white facts as well. I would answer right now if I was you because I'm getting really fucking over this bullshit.
You keep threatening that. You keep saying I'm calling you a narcissist when I'm just saying what you do, or what you said or do is, and I don't know about that. I don't care about that.
Well, hey, you're more of a narcissist than me because, that's the best way to, get this resolved is just call you a narcissist.
I like it. We are getting a lot accomplished here. I feel like we're getting to a breakthrough.
I shouldn't be scared if of you when you're mad.
No, I'm not at all, actually. I say sorry all the time. I admit when I'm the problem?
After I tell you to, your apologies mean nothing. And you know that. Well, then what's the point of me apologizing if they mean nothing?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you say they're worthless. You don't even care if I give them because they're not the right way. So why should I apologize? At this point, I'm going to be in the same amount of trouble whether I apologize or not. So fuck it. I'm going to be an ass.
And why not? That's how I would be too. And I wouldn't
I
feel bad
know.
about it. At this point, yeah,
Nope.
I wouldn't feel bad about it. I would just be like,
This,
fine, see you, bye. And then just block them.
yeah.
Just like, okay, you're done.
I don't say other people are the problem when they confront me.
Well, since we're talking about problems, let's just bring them all up.
Okay. Deflection. Change the subject. I'm done with this. When you can respond to me and not be some type of mean, we can talk.
No, I'm telling you to end this relationship. I've been wasting my time with you all day, and you've just been a complete a-hole. No, a-hole.
No, I haven't said things that I have a problem with, and you've only had bad things to say back. I'm just pointing them out, not being an asshole at all. If you want me to end it so badly, you end it because I'm just asking you to change some things for me. If you're not willing to try, then you end it.
Are you trying to belittle how I feel? Dom, end
Yes.
this relationship.
If you're not willing to try, then you end it. Emphasized.
Are you trying to turn it back on me right now after I told you to end this if you have such a problem?
I can't end it. No, you were doing so strong, Dom.
Yeah.
No, she's not gonna change.
No, here's the thing. He thinks he can change her. This is
I know.
this is the power. This is the power of the poontang. This is what it does to you. You're sitting
Oh
there going,
no.
no, I can
No,
totally fix
I
her.
I know that because young, stupid Pollyanna, dumb Mo, she lost her heart one time and she's like, "Oh, he's a bad boy, but I can change him." And then she got her dumb, stupid little heart crushed, and she became the cynical asshole that we know and love. But that's why I tell you, you can't change someone unless they wanna change. And I wanted to, and he didn't.
Yeah. Well, and also that's part of growing, like a relationship, as I learned this at a very young age, and probably because my parents divorced, is they grew apart. Like my father was, growing up and sort of like on a trajectory of his career and of where he saw his life being, and he did everything he could to achieve that goal and busted his ass and knew that he was going to have to make sacrifices along the way. And, it's just like he can only be so many places at a time. That's just how it goes. And you can see the points where, but was he perfect? Oh, by no means perfect at all. But you could see at some point where they just sort of like he was headed this direction. She just stayed right here in this spot. And I don't know, maybe she was jealous of it or envious of his success or his perceived success, but she just got so angry, so hateful, so spiteful, so mean that you're going, I can see where the break happened. And I didn't realize that's what I was noticing as a kid, noticing these things until I was older. I was like, after you go through a few relationships, you're like, I can relate to where everything went wrong in the relationship and see from both my mother and my father's perspective, and tried to not emulate that, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
like if my wife is growing and changing and doing things, I'm constantly supporting what she's doing, and vice versa. If I'm growing and I'm doing things, she's like, well, I may not like what you're doing, but you're still doing your thing, and you're different. You've grown, and it's one of those things where you sort of work together, and you know and accept whenever you're bringing that other person along with you and say, hey, I discovered X, Y, and Z. How about we try this? And a perfect example, my wife had never been on a motorcycle until she met me. She was like, I want to ride on the back of your motorcycle. I was like, okay, sure. And put her on the back. She's like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then, after a few years of, her riding around places with me on a motorcycle, we went on this longer trip. I mean, she's good for about an hour, and she didn't know this about herself. I didn't know about herself, but we went on it's basically a 3-hour drive up to like Helen, Georgia. We rode up there and just rode around for probably about an hour or two. And she was just like, all right, I'm ready to get home. And on the way back, she kept feeling this on the back of my helmet. And I thought she was like headbutting me. No, she was falling asleep on the back of a motorcycle doing 100 miles an hour down the interstate. Okay. Because I thought she was just telling me to slow down. So I'd slow it down to 80. And then, she would headbutt
Oh,
me, and I would
God.
tap her on the leg, and then it would stop for a while, but she kept falling asleep. I was like, do you realize if you would have fallen asleep and, tried to roll over or something like that you would have been skidding down the highway at 80 miles an hour? She was like, I can't do these long rides. Like I love the like little sporting around town. She goes, I really like it. I like the speed, the feel, but no more long rides for me. I was like, huh? Now I just need to get a smaller motorcycle because 1100 cc's of motorcycle to haul two people around in is a lot.
I'm telling you, you need to get a sidecar.
Oh, we talked about that, and then put the little goggles on the dog,
Yes.
so they could be in there.
Yes.
Only problem is, where am I going to put the damn thing? I've got a shop full of tools, which is half of my
Aren't they
garage.
detachable?
Yeah, but then you've got to still have a place to store them.
Well, that's why you make it a lawn ornament. You put, like, a scarecrow in it or something. I don't know.
Killing me, Mo. You're killing me. All right, we can see that this change wants to happen, and oh my God, because it literally goes on for the entire day, where she's just like, I'm done. You're slow as fuck. Dead ass. End this right now, right now, right now, right
Right
now.
now, right now,
And
right now. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
they get absolutely nowhere because I mean, and I'm well, let's see, we started 357. I'm page 1364, and these are all single spaced.
yeah, that I
You've
mean,
been
they and at this point, he needs to understand he's made his line in the sand, he's made his ask, and then he needs to retreat. This is just feeding into, she's gonna cycle back to, "You need to chase me, you're mean to me." She's in defensive mode,
yeah.
and if he has read a book about narcissism, he has to realize that she is at a point right now where she's not going to intake anything. She is on defense and attack mode. Now, she seems to get into that mode very quickly, but he needs to disengage right now because all he's doing is feeding energy.
Well, and like I said, this went on the whole day, and it went on until about 1 o'clock in the next morning. And then he says, and you could always sleep over here. So that's Tuesday, April 26th. And then at 7 o'clock, he says, I'm sorry, but you do treat me like that. And I don't feel bad thinking I called you a narcissist, but that wasn't my point. It's more about how you treat me in those ways. I love you, Kenzie, and I don't want to fight. I want to be together forever. And then at 11 o'clock, it just, you know, that's whenever they do respond back to one another. And it seems like whatever the issue was, it was just overnight. Like, I don't know, did she take some medication and was thinking more clearly? But it seems like,
Well, and she seems like she's in such a, again, I don't know what she was currently on, if her parents had her on anything for mental health, but she seems very unregulated in her emotions, and I don't know if that's a factor of her upbringing or because they didn't really touch upon this on the trial or anything that I've seen, if she was on any mental health things, because that can have interactions with, well, the devil's lettuce and shrooms.
Well, and I mean, by 1 o'clock the next day, they're sort of arguing again, and there's a little bit of argument there, and basically, she says, you could have just asked me to be more compassionate, not try to diagnose me. I don't care if you didn't mean it. Clearly, it came out of your head and you were thinking it and you still said it. And he basically says, that we have a narcissistic empath relationship. I think they just have two narcissists butting heads. I don't think it's a narcissist empath, but I think he also realizes that, her issues are much deeper than that. And he's still, like I said, I think he thinks that he can fix
I
her.
think he's the normal, maybe a slightly bit more, because you are incredibly self-absorbed as a teenager and a young
Yes.
adult, because you're figuring everything about who you are and who you stand for. And I can forgive someone for being slightly self-absorbed and maybe not understanding how the rest of the world works, which is where I think Dominic is. He still has his douchey asshole moments, and so he was obviously, doing some not so great things, but I could see potential for him to grow out of this. I don't see Mackenzie growing out of this basic pattern. She might be
No.
able to package it better. She might be able to, hide it longer, but it will always revert to this.
It also seems like, and if you go down to page 1372, she says, I unpacked all your groceries from Florida. I always do your dishes. I always clean your house. Like, what the F is wrong with you? Is it because we don't have sex or something? So maybe she's got a little pent up energy. Like, are they just not having sex at this point in time? Because,
Well,
I mean,
Mackenzie, I don't think they realize, again, it's that really immature, this is the relationship box, and from it all comes all of the things. They don't realize this is the empty relationship box, and you and your partner have to put in kindness and empathy and care and support. It's not the relationship doesn't have these things inherently. You have to put them in. And what they're thinking is, oh, we're in a relationship, so all of this stuff comes out of it and you don't have to work for it.
well, and I scrolled down a little bit more, and it seems like he was not very supportive of her modeling. And it could be because he's just like, it's like, that's not really a job. I mean, I understand that you're going to have to sacrifice for, doing your modeling. You're going to want to have a certain fit, form, whatever, and you're going to want to always have that attractiveness about you, whether it be makeup, fake eyelash, whatever you need to do. But you also have to understand that just because some guy said that should be a model does not necessarily mean that you should be a model.
No, and her face lacks the golden symmetry. I mean, she's got a very nice figure. She was way too skinny for me, but it seemed like she was gaining her own traction. So, yeah, you'll want a partner that's supportive, but your partner doesn't have to like what you like. Mr. Mo has no idea how I watch trials. It's the most boring thing to him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do it with me to support me and give me quiet time to do it. He just doesn't get it.
Well, it's like my wife doesn't understand the YouTube thing. I was just like, oh, wife, sweetheart, I love you absolutely dearly. And I can tell you right now that if you started doing YouTube, you would probably surpass me just because she's bright, absolutely intelligent. But she's just like, I just don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. I'm like, I understand. You wouldn't have to. All you'd have to do is just talk about what your passions are, and I guarantee you, people would listen because you have a way with explaining it to people that I think a lot of the interwebs would totally get. But she has no interest in it, and I'm not going to force her to do it. Mainly because we got assholes like like we've run into lately that are just like they would do anything to tear her down, and
Yeah.
I don't want to put her through that kind of crap. So it's just like you know, I'm not saying she doesn't have thick skin. I'm just saying that I've seen how this kind of bad behavior from people on the interwebs can really tear somebody down that's not used to it. And my wife grew up a little more sheltered than I was, just a little bit, and had more time to do it. And it's not that she was out on her own at a pretty young age, but she was like going to college, whereas I went out on my own at a very young age and learned how to kill people. A little different,
Well,
just
differenty.
a little bit. But I mean, and like I said, it seems like they had some bad issues that went on in Florida, and that might have been like the breaking point where they had that break, and it sounds like they did spring break. I don't know what time you do spring break, but it seems like that was
Yeah.
central to it. And I'm wondering if they took their spring break and sort of, he was just like, so other people were noticing it too. It's just like, you're gonna let her treat you like that? Like you realize that's not normal behavior.
Yeah, and especially when she's out in public and people are looking at her, and it's kind of become normalized, to him. To
Right.
see it from other people, it can be very eye-opening, and his mom's probably been saying, because I'm telling you, if I saw text messages like this from a little girl on my son's phone, it'd be done and over with. Because 'cause I'm
Yeah.
not gonna have anyone talk to any of my kids like this.
No. No. And it's none, no, not none at all. Like that just wouldn't be happening. I like because I think that was the trigger that sort of and I think it might have like had her a bit worried because one, she goes, they go to Florida on spring break. I guarantee you, she is not the most attractive. She has not got the best body. She doesn't have the best skin. And the other girls don't have to try for his attention to get it.
No,
For
and they're
him to,
nice.
and they're going to be chill, they're going to be nice, they're having a good time, they're just like everything. I'm here, I'm enjoying the sun, life is beautiful, I'll have a few drinks, I'll hang out, I'll flash you my boobs, whatever it might be. And he's looking at this girl that he absolutely cares about, and sees how carefree these Florida girls are, that they're just completely like happy in their own skin. They're not worried. They're much more attractive, and they're much more intelligent, and they're much more of everything that she's not. And to all of a sudden see that all of us, she's coming at him in a threatening manner, demanding that he treat her, whereas she is not going to treat him the same way. Oh, I treat you really well, but then like berates it, like and it becomes obvious because you're around them all the time. And that right there, flashing back to boobs, hey, it's a mental image. Hey, there's nothing wrong with boobs. And
But it's also that, and I had to talk to my daughter about this because she and her boyfriend are in a long-term relationship, and I'm like, "Sweetheart, he's still 19, 20. I understand he's graduated high school, but he still needs time to explore who he's going to be. You have to give him that space to grow. And if your relationship doesn't, I know it's hard to think about, if your relationship doesn't survive that, there's nothing to say you guys don't reconnect later, but you need to give yourselves both room to grow. You know, that's what you need to be able to do that for each other."
yeah, you need to allow him to say, you know what, I'm going to go out with my friends, and he and him to meet some girl. And whenever he meets that girl, he goes, I mean, you seem really cool. You don't seem as needy as my girl. So, how about we hook up? But what he needs to see is that you're not the needy one, that you're just like, but you're not cool with him screwing around on you. Just like, I'm going to be really disappointed if you do something like that with me. and then stand back, and you'll see that he was like, I mean, she's really cool, but I've already got something that's cool. Like she's fun to hang out with, and damn, I actually wish she was here with me. That you
Yeah.
got to make them appreciate you a little bit.
Well,
And
and that's the thing. Dominic, he's already said that he's highly stressed out. You make the home a place of stress, he doesn't wanna come home to you. Not that it's ever an excuse to cheat, but
right,
there's very few things that a man really wants. He wants a quiet, peaceful home, maybe a meal, doesn't have to be fancy, and, a little bit of slap and tickle once in a while. It's
just a
not that
little.
hard. Just basic respect. It's really not that hard.
Right. Yeah, and it's so easy to do. I mean, it really is. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to become his slave or anything like that. I'm saying you give the same amount of respect that you want back, and you get it, like, in spades.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yes, or where are we? We're
I'm
just kinda
already down on,
summarizing.
like, 1373, and yeah, yeah,
I'm just trying to
1373.
see if we
I mean, it's like I said, I was just sort of summarizing a lot of this, and it seems like this argument goes on almost ad nauseum. It seems
it
like, yeah, I mean, I'm like at 1375, and she's basically, I'm
yeah,
not
it's
apologizing for shit. You shit
yeah,
on my modeling personality. You're not getting anything from you. Might as well break up with me at this point because I'm done with you. You wasted 2 whole days of my life just being a complete dick for no reason, trying to diagnose me. So literally 2 days of arguing, of no resolution. Him just
yeah,
saying, "You're acting like a narcissist. Stop." Mm.
yeah, and the sad thing is that if she would just slow down, take a minute, take a breath, and get past that that defensiveness, she would be able to read that I'm not doing this because I don't love you. I would have just broken up with you. I am trying to bring this, to you because it's bothering me. It's going to lead me to break up with you. So, your continued behavior like this is going to lead to us breaking up. I love you, so I'm trying to stop that. Now, if she would just slow down and take that in, but she just hears something wrong, and she goes immediately into defense attack. She doesn't hear anything.
No. I mean, let's see, April, May, and I'm scrolling, and it literally is that, he's quoting what he read of a book. She's wanting him, they're both wanting to each other to apologize. And I mean, here we are, April 27th. And it's just, April 27th is a new conversation between the girls, it looks like. And we'll see how long this lasts, because I mean, right before that, I mean, it seems like they broke up. They're back together. They're chill. I mean, I'm looking at the, like, right before April 27th. It says, "How long are you going to be showering? We can do movie night or something. Cook dinner. Just let me know how long you're going to be." He says, "Almost done. My phone is not letting me text all wet." She says, "Let me know. You can come. Bring vitamin E oil." So it seems like
Yeah.
everything's chill for them.
Yeah, it'll
And what I also don't understand, okay? Now you've seen Steve, all right? You've seen the Netflix show. He was just like, they were on the path to get married. Does this look like a path to get married?
No, but I think that Mackenzie, very much like Laura Owens, there's a different narrative she tells each and every person. Now, but she tells the narrative where she's the victim, and I would bet, she, romanticizes Dom when she's with her parents, and when she's with Dom, she romanticizes her parents because whoever's not there is the one that would, give in to her in
Well,
her
and
mind.
the reason I say this is because, I mean, here we are in the last year that Dom was alive. And Steve is talking about, they had plans on getting married. I have yet. She's
I
talking about prom.
I
They're not talking about marriage. She doesn't look like she's
in
got any plans for this.
in the very immature way that you write your, your crush's last name as your last name in your notebook, and you kind of think of a future, it's very clear that she invested a lot into this. She was imagining a wedding, and I think she was imagining it whether they fit or not. I think she had made up her mind, this is the one for me. Again, in that stupid teenage way that doesn't realize that, yeah, you're gonna have a heartbreak. Even if you stay with the same person, you are going to walk through a season of heartbreak. It just is.
It
It
happens.
Mr. Moe and I did, we've walked through many seasons, and that's the thing. You're maybe not going to marry your first boyfriend, but a lot of girls do, it's easy to get. It's kind of like that fake relationship that the twin flames have, where you kind of romanticize that one person that you had that instant connection with, and they're totally everything that you never knew you always needed, like they were made for you. That's kind of what she's making Dom into. They're both in love with the idea of each other, if they're not in love with each other,
They're
if
in
that
love
makes
with the
sense.
idea of being in love. Like, and I can relate to that. I mean, one of the relationships that I was in, it was just like, and I realized that was the position that both of us were in, and I think she realized it too. That's why we didn't have any argument about whenever we broke up. It literally was, us sitting down as two very young adults, probably about Dom's age, and just like what do you want out of this relationship? And both of us were just like, well, I want to be married and have kids, and as we're saying this, it's like that's all fine and good, but let's look at this realistically. And both of us, looked at it. It's just like we are absolutely, not going to survive this if we do this, because you'll get jealous of me over nothing. I get jealous of you over nothing. We argue over the most ridiculous stuff, but we're working so hard to make this work, and it shouldn't be this difficult. Like I don't know what it is, but it shouldn't be this difficult.
And it's okay to have every relationship teaches you something. It's not a failure. And
No.
sometimes you're gonna be the ass, sometimes no one's the ass, sometimes and every single one of these things teaches you. If we would just teach, young ladies and young men that,
Yes.
yeah, it sucks. It really does. No one likes
You have
getting their heart stomped on.
And you do
But
have
if
to
you
work at it. And if you
it
see that, if you feel like you're the one that's doing all the work, then you need to bring that up to your partner. If it feels, and if they're not receptive to it and not able to accept that, maybe, and then also be receptive of what they say. If they say, no, I feel like I've been doing all the work in this relationship, then maybe you can figure out where the disconnect is. And if you can't figure out where the disconnect is, then don't continue on this path, because what's going to happen is now you're going to be holding shit over each other's head, of, well, you remember this time that you did this and this.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You either have to let that shit go, or you have to let that shit go. There are plenty of things that Mr. Mo could bring up for me, and plenty of
Mhm.
things that I could bring up for him, or we can just let it go and focus on what we're really irritated about now. And usually 999% of the time, it's not because of whatever the hell we're arguing about.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, what really is going on here? Well,
Yeah.
it just well,
Well, like, here's a good example. Mr. Mo really wanted me to go to the Father's Day, service at church. Now, to him, it's just me going out. Now, he doesn't realize that Sundays are my, like, no mask. I don't have to pretend I'm not in pain. I don't have to be on camera until the evening. So and I love streaming, don't get me wrong, but there I'm I'm in constant pain. Like, there's 1 day a week I don't have to pretend I'm not, you know? So
Yes.
so when I explained to him that I would love to, and if you had told me earlier, I would have scheduled my, no mask day another day, but right now, I cannot go. I have taken, my medicine where I can relax, and I can't go out with you, but if you tell me earlier in a week, I would love to go to a service with you, that kinda thing.
Yeah, I mean, if we need to start planning my Sundays, is that's my day that I spend with you and nothing but you, and I can drop my mask the whole damn day, then,
Yeah, and I
then
don't part of Sunday is because he's not there, and I love Mr. Mo. He can't do anything about it, and I know it bothers him to not be able to fix it,
yeah,
and so it's the one time where I can get out of bed and be like, "Fuck, this hurts," because I don't do that when he's around. Not because I'm hiding it from him, but because I know that he can't help it, and it bothers him.
it does, and it will bother him. And I
Yeah.
mean, and it's not abnormal for him to be bothered by it at all. I
No,
mean,
and that's what I know, he wants to fix it, so I'm like, "If you just give me a couple hours where I don't have to pretend, I'm good. Let's get to
oh,
some, 'I just had sex with a bachelor.'"
yes,
Also,
we
she
are.
didn't.
No. Well, she did. I mean, what is sex? I mean, I guess this goes back to Bill Clinton. I mean, I didn't really. I mean, she just sort of gave me a knobber like a Sasquatch, but what can
I would like to think the Arizona, squad that broke into the casita, because the Tookuses, look, I'm married, but not blind.
Now, one thing that did impress me about this is that a lot of people didn't understand what this was. They're like, it's a raid. Okay, sort of. What this is they have professionals coming in that are going to be asking questions. Okay, and I'm sort of laying this down for you guys. Um, so you have a group of professionals that are detectives. Their job is to make sure that they preserve all evidence. Okay, that means cell phone messages, phone calls. That means make sure that there's no firearms on the present on any of the persons. Make sure that they have all of the electronic devices. This squad is coming in, and they are coming in unannounced. And the reason they come in unannounced, imagine you're trying to say, we'll just you, and I'm not saying she did this, just saying you're trying to, you've got all these documents of really bad things that you're doing, say like Pablo Escobar or something level of drug dealing or something, but it's all written out on paper. Do you think they're going to give you the chance? They're going to say, hey, we're going to be by there at 8 o'clock. Make sure you preserve all the evidence. What is the first thing you're going to do if you're doing something illegal? You're going to destroy every single bit of evidence that you possibly have of your illegal activity. They don't
Yeah.
know the situation. All they know is that there are three, possibly more people that are there, that there's electronic devices that they need to secure. They need to get all of these people into one location, so you're not chasing, Bob and Jim and Joe around. They know the names, they know what's going on, but they don't know anything outside of what they're told. They are just there to contain the situation. They're like the first responders that come in, contain the situation. Then the professionals are going to come in and actually talk with them and get more information of, this is what we need, this is what we're after. Can you unlock the phone? We've got the warrants. All of that stuff is right there in their possession. These guys, all they're there to do is to contain them.
Yeah, and they were actually very respectful, they were kind. I mean, as much as Laura was yelling at them, they were like, "Okay, let's get him into the correct chair that's good for him."
Oh, we'll get to that part. Let's see this first part. This is there, and now there's, like I said, this is one of the shorter ones, but this comes into the very beginning of it. So let's watch. This is good. And if it's grainy, it's because it is body cam footage.
There's a shot right in front of you, Sarge. Hey, Laura.
Laura, come outside. Laura. Police department. Police. For the police, Laura.
It's the police. The police.
Here, just come up, just a couple with me. Laura, Scottsdale Police. You see my badge? We're with the Scottsdale Police Department.
Okay.
Can you come out and talk with us, please?
No.
The county attorneys have a search warrant for your property, so we need you to come out.
Okay.
So if you need to get dressed or get a coat, whatever you need, I just need you to come out here with us.
I'm sorry. It's not even 7 in the morning.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm not comfortable having you. I don't know who you guys are.
I just told you the Scottsdale Police
I know,
Department.
but I'm not comfortable.
They just identified themselves were with the Scottsdale Police Department. I don't know who you guys are. I'm not giving you my phone number. I heard what you did to the last guy.
Honest to God, I am shocked she didn't start calling 911. There's a bunch of scary guys with guns and like outside of my casita.
No, she calls. Guess who she calls?
Oh, Gangrous? Gangrene?
Gangrene.
Ah,
Gang.
yeah.
Yeah, called him right up. Just like, hey.
Oh, when that's your only Uno reverse card, life has done you dirty.
Yeah.
My screen.
Okay, well.
We have contact with Laura. She's being hesitant to come out right now. We're working through it.
I was told.
Is that not respectful? Like, we're working through it. Not saying anything bad. We've made contact with Laura where she's refusing to come out. We're working through it.
Told that if the police were going to come, they would come during business hours. Can I call my attorney?
That is right. All you bad guys, the police only work during banking hours.
No, she said business hours. Lady, you are correct. The police only come during business hours. Do you know what the business hours of police are? 24/7. That is the business hours of the police.
Is that all laundry?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that...
Yeah.
Okay. I guess her maid quit.
No. This is how she lives.
Interesting. I thought the rich could afford hangers.
Well, a lot of these are probably her little outfits or whatever that she was doing for like TikTok stuff or some crap like that, Like some of these probably still have the tags on them. Yeah. What is this? Did I see someone thought I'd like to have a ring on her finger after moving to a 2-bedroom apartment in August? We just went out. Oh, okay. I thought it was your birthday. I was like, man, don't be telling me it's your birthday, because then I got to play the birthday song.
Yes.
Please. I'm not comfortable with
You can call your attorney. That's fine.
Let me call my attorney. Okay?
That's fine. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Blasco.
I love that her 35-pound ass is like, I'm going to hold the screen door. Women, stop watching Hollywood. You cannot kick anyone's ass. Look, I weigh about 3 of Laura's, roughly.
Okay.
I couldn't take anyone down.
Let's put it this way. All right. I don't care how badass you are at your karate, kung fu, jujitsu, or any crap like that. Whenever you run across somebody that weighs 3 times your weight, you are going to have a really hard time going against them. You might get in a lucky shot, but 9 times out of 10, you are going to be the losing end of that. I'm just picturing this little scrawny thing, trying to, punch this guy.
And what is so funny is she is The mirroring I see in Mackenzie Shirilla, the very, orthorexia, so it's very, very big in Mackenzie's, text, but they're very big on the correct eating, non-GMO, things like that. So it's called orthorexia, where you label certain foods, you eat it's an eating it's disordered eating, whatever the hell they wanna call it, but it's a new sort of eating a restrictive eating disorder where you basically eat below your caloric deficit, but you're eating all healthy foods, so you're not anorexic, but you are not feeding your body what it needs.
Yeah, I ran into a girl that wanted to go vegan, and within I mean, she went strict vegan, and within, I want to say, 6 months of doing that, her skin started breaking out really bad with acne. Her and because I'm not telling who it was, her period was not normal, and she was constantly feeling sick and ill. And of course, all of her, vegan friends are just like, oh, you just need to take more of this vitamin. You need to do more of this. It was just like, no, need to eat a steak. You need to get some red meat in you, sweetheart, because you're killing yourself right now. Like, her hair started falling out. I mean, it got
Yeah.
really, really bad because of the things that she was doing to her body. It's not normal. It's not normal. It's not healthy.
Yeah,
So,
and she does seem to, again, women tend to focus inward, so, you tend to see more controlled eating, very restrictive caloric stuff, and when they feel out of control, we tend to turn inward and control what we can of ourselves. Boys, you tend to see them externally kind of emote, destroy things or become very inward, but girls tend to do these kind of things. So it would be very interesting if Laura ever did an honest look at what caused this, because it would be interesting to see how much of it was her parents, because that's what I do wonder about the Shirilla, how much of it was personality and then maybe a personality disorder, and then her parents fed into it.
I don't know. I'm wondering if maybe that her, and I'm just spitballing out there. If maybe that her mother was more in control of the situation than is led to believe. Because it seems like dad, and you'll see him in this. He had a stroke. He wasn't able to move around. He seemed pretty cognizant, but he didn't really seem to like give two shits. You know what I mean? It's just he was just sort of like, yeah, 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 whatever. I don't care. Like,
And
at
I'm
this point.
wondering if they just paid Laura when they were more affluent. Whenever she had a need or whenever she acted out, they would just buy her something because I mean, so she had to go to more and more extremes to get attention. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, and she, I don't know how old Laura is. I really don't care, but I'm assuming that she's starting to hit that point where having kids is going to be a problem. And therefore, she's got to get somebody, and keep them bedded. If she can keep them in bed long enough, they might get her pregnant. She would do
I don't
anything
think
to
she
to
can
get that.
I don't think at this weight she has a period at all.
I
And I
think
don't
that's what she
know.
was saying.
And with her fixation, I wonder if she does have something, a fertility problem, if doctors have told her that there is something. It just seems like a
See,
weird thing to fixate on.
she said so many different things that I honestly don't know it's true, and I don't care. But she said that she had ovarian cancer. That, I mean, and they had to remove one of her. I mean, but I've heard so many different lies come out of her mouth. You can't trust what she's actually saying to be true or
Yeah,
factual.
and that's the hard part for me is take away all the victimization that she's done to others, and she is at the bottom of it a very pitiable creature. I mean, she so desperately wants love and she goes about it in the totally wrong way. She wants something so desperately, she goes about it so wrongly that, it drives the one thing she wants away. That's so incredibly sad if she didn't victimize other people with it.
It's desperation. Like that's what it is. It's absolute desperation. Because we've seen it plenty of times before. I mean, and I think that's that Shirilla, had she been allowed to continue the way that she was continued, I think that it would have ended up like in the same kind of desperate panic.
I do wonder if she would have trapped Dominic with a baby had it not been a car wreck. And I don't mean to say that those are the same things, but anything to keep him with her. And I feel like that was the ultimate act of control. If I can't have him, then no one will ever.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think she would have ever trapped him with a kid, because that would have destroyed all of her ambitions to become a model.
Yeah, but what's more important to her, Dominic or modeling?
Modeling
True.
is definitely more important to her. She wanted to be the influencer. She wanted to be something that everybody was looking up to. She wanted to be considered queen of it all. That's what she wanted to be. That was her attitude, to be the one that everybody respects. She's the first one of her kind to ever do this particular thing. That's what Shirilla was looking for. Laura, on the other hand, she just wants to secure something, because I could see a lot of the behavior that Shirilla had probably whenever she was Shirilla's age, without
That's what I'm
the
saying.
whole death thing.
I think that Laura is Shirilla sort of buffed up. The rough patches are gone. They're only slightly under the surface, but she has learned to mimic normal human behavior at first. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but she's learned to hide her crazy.
Yes, I would agree. Oh my gosh. Oh, let's see.
Yep. Yeah, can somebody pick up that door?
You guys break in or something? I'm concerned about my parents.
Laura?
You guys have your
No.
guns drawn right now.
Our guns are not drawn. Nobody's
That
pointing.
looks like
Nobody
I can't
is,
tell.
is
through this
anybody
screen.
pointing a gun at you?
You know what?
Laura?
Do my parents
Laura?
know that somebody's here?
Yes.
The hand shaking, just like, I mean, it's like she is working herself up. And I've seen this before, where if you saw her at first, she was pretty chill, but I think realization has started to hit on her that something that she did has come down.
She's no longer in control, and she can't control the cops. She could control Gingras. She can control a lot of things. This is the first time that this is out of anyone else's, smoothing out control.
Yeah. And the shaking of the hand, it's almost like it looks like it's put on, but it literally is shaking, because she's, like you said, trying to mimic human behaviors. She's thinking that this is what you do. This is how you behave whenever you're scared. She's actually not scared. She's trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because, they've taken away her ability to control the situation. She was always able to lie and manipulate, and this is something that you can't lie and manipulate.
Well, and everyone in her life, when she started showing any bit of anxiety, this is the first time showing anxiety, working herself up to a tantrum isn't working. These people don't care if she's upset. They're not going to be rude to her. They're not going to be disrespectful or unprofessional, but they simply don't have Laura Owens, needs and wants at the first of their priority list.
Nope. They're the only reason they're there is to secure the area. That's it. Like they know that they're not going to do any harm to her. They're there to actually protect her from herself, because they don't know she could walk back in there, pick up a firearm and do damage to herself or one of them. I mean, they honestly don't know. They're just walking into a situation where you've got someone that, claims to have gotten pregnant by, giving a little bit of knobber.
We have officers talking with your parents right now. They're inside the home right now talking to your parents, and we have county detectives here.
County detective?
Yes,
here?
hands.
For what?
I'm giving you an opportunity. I told you we have a search warrant for
Then
your
let
property.
me have my parents out here
No,
and my
no, no,
attorney
no.
on the phone.
You can-
Because I don't.
Laura,
I am.
Laura.
Okay,
Listen to me.
Shizzy, can you pause?
I've been nothing
Now,
but respect.
as a connoisseur of the body cam footage, I mean, there is not a cop video that I don't love. But I am confused because the last thing I would ever want to do if I were being encountered by the cops, at whatever age, regardless, would be to call my mother. I would, in fact, my mother would be on the cop's side. She'd be like, shoot her, taser.
Can you taser?
Yeah. So at no point would I ever want to tell my parental units that I had a tonsil baby allegation. Like, just all of this is so embarrassing.
Oh my God. You haven't seen the report after all of the reports that came out. Oh my God. The mother is just as bad as her. and we went over those here in case you haven't seen those. The amount of shit that her mother was spewing about her trip to what was it, New York, I believe. She made a trip up to New York. She accused other people of doing horrible things to her daughter. Not have been there, not have exposed it, going off of what her daughter is saying, like buying into whatever bullshit she's feeding her with no proof, no evidence, just wholeheartedly, this, and blaming Woodnick over this crap. Like, because a witness came forward about her behavior. Like these are things that, and the mother wanted to pull the cop aside, and this is whenever they were doing their investigation during all of this crap. And oh my God, it is unbelievable how crappy that she is, and the stuff that her mother is saying just on the word of this girl is so bad.
To you.
No, it's not even 7 o'clock in the morning. Let me just call my attorney, okay?
You can call your attorney.
I'm allowed to call my attorney.
Well, 20 to 30.
It's bad as she was wearing that Fleetwood Mac shirt.
I say it's actually kind of fun because, I mean, of all the love stories more tangled, what's a loved quadrangle among friends?
Yeah, nothing better than that.
I mean, hey, we got some great music out of it.
Hey, true.
And Stevie Nicks is still pissed.
You got your gear? Yeah, he's got it staged by that gate over there.
I still love Stevie. She's
right on the other
Yeah.
side of the pool there. Laura,
Max would too. I mean,
we don't want to break your door.
She's calling her
I'm on the phone
Okay,
trying to
listen,
call my
listen.
attorney.
You know we have legal authority to break your door. We do not
Okay,
want to do
okay,
that.
are you, David, do you know what's going on right now?
I can talk to him.
Hey, we got the county detective.
There's how
Laura,
many
open the
people
door.
are here?
A lot. Open the door.
Can I just,
We're going to cut the screen and come in if you don't.
you
Get off
can't,
the
the
phone.
screen isn't even credible. I'm on the phone with my attorney. I'll put him on the phone right now. This is my attorney, David Gingras. My attorney, David Gingras. I don't know who you guys are, and it's
We're
not
the
even
Scottsdale
7.
Police
Do they have
Department.
authority to search before 7 o'clock in the morning?
Before 7 o'clock. Yeah, that's the 85th Amendment.
Okay, fine. That's all I needed. There's like,
and you heard what he said? He was like, stop, Laura. Let them do what they need to do.
And is
He's
she
being
gonna take that
woken up
information?
before the crack of dawn. She's got him on speed dial. Like, how dare they? There's I don't know how many people here, and he's like, this isn't a big deal, Laura. Let them do what they got to do. I mean, much kudos, respect to Gingras for doing this, because
Yes.
he's sitting there going, no, this is not the battle you want to have. Trust me, sweetheart, this is not the battle you want to have. You let them do their job. They're going to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that got her out of that place. That's it.
I'm gonna have them here. Don't grab my phone and take it. I need
Laura,
to be
come
able
here.
to speak to my attorney. You guys have
Laura, come on.
guns. You know, you guys literally no.
Laura, come on. We're not gonna hurt you. We're not gonna hurt you. Come on. Come on.
My dogs are in
We'll
here.
make sure they stay inside. All right. Come on. This way. Your mom's inside. Yep.
I'll speak to my mom. You guys have guns.
And you saw dude had a big ass pry bar. You know what that big ass pry bar was for? In case they didn't open up the door, they were going to open that door in a matter of seconds. Remember, they are here to secure all evidence. They've already been tasked with what evidence they need to secure or given an idea. They might say all electronic equipment. You need to make, check for firearms or whatever it is that they're telling them. If they're there to secure drugs, whatever it is, they've told them what they need to be there for.
Speak to my mom.
Yeah, I'm taking you to her right now. Okay. What do you have now?
And now the tears, the fake cries.
This is so inappropriate of you guys to do. Where are you guys? My dad is handicapped. You know what? I can see my dad. I can't see my dad.
Okay?
I want to see my dad who is handicapped. I'm sorry. He can't stand up. You guys.
As a representative of the handicapable community, we would like to be left out of this
Please, you're hurting
conversation.
me. You are hurting. No, you weren't. You were hurting me. I want to see my dad.
It's hurting me.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see my father. You are hurting me. You are hurting me, and there's going to be a report for what you have done. I guarantee you, I will have bruises from this. I guarantee you, I will. I'd like to see my father, please.
Just saw him, Laura.
No, and I don't know where my mom is.
Put you in handcuffs. Just cooperate. Come on.
That gives me so much joy. You have no idea.
I know. I shouldn't be laughing, but I am transfixed by the unintentional hilarity.
Irony of the whole thing.
It's like a train wreck that you're like, oh God, that looks awful, but you can't look away. You're like, I should be praying for someone.
And here's another perspective of that same interaction.
I will. I'd like to see my father, please.
Just saw him, Laura.
No, and I don't know where my mom is.
Just cooperate. Come on.
This is so inappropriate. I asked for you because I said I didn't know if they were or not. I really still don't even know if they've got all their guns drawn at me. I'm sorry. This is so.
Hey, just to Mikey and fucking Sam. You stay.
468. There's going to be a report from the county. You guys realize that, right? This is before 7 o'clock in the morning. I know.
Again, is it the 87th Amendment that says thou shalt not be bothered before the crack of noon?
Of course. I mean, how dare you come before, I'm ready for you to be here. I mean, this is so inappropriate. How dare you? How dare you show up whenever I don't tell you to show up?
Yeah.
You're supposed to only show up whenever I tell you to show up. We don't play this where, you get there whenever I tell you not to be there. That was not the agreement. That was not the agreement whatsoever. And Mo had a request. I will help you out, Mo. How's that? I'll get it for you here. Because Mo was very concerned that she wasn't going to get to see any of this right here.
Look, these men do a lot of squats, and I am here to say good job and thanks for not skipping leg day.
Yeah.
I mean, I read a study that men don't get as many compliments. I am trying to change that and be slightly pervy.
Is that true? See, I've never really been concerned with that. Because my wife is always grabbing my ass.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, she's just like, yeah. I'm like, what is it about it? She was just like, I don't know. It's just, I'm like,
I
okay.
always try to goose Mr. Mo. I don't know if I try to.
Well, she has a hard time because she's got such small little hands.
Well, that's me too. Small little hands. I sucked at dodgeball, whatever you called it. I just did.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Where's the search warrant? For my mom?
Okay.
It's a search warrant for my
Damn.
mom's phone.
For the residents.
This
You know,
sequel to
I
the
need to
Blair Witch
open-
Project is really weird.
Yeah.
This found footage is all crazy, but the witch is still scary.
But this perspective is where she talks about The Bachelor. This is so awesome. I just have to. I had to give Mo her little butt pleasure there. You know,
It is my thing.
it is her thing. She's just like,
Yeah,
them
which is why I'm
eyes.
not in that room, because I'd be like, goose, goose, goose. Look, I just like to see grown man jump, you know, after they've been goosed. I could have been a proctologist. I probably would have been a prodigy.
That's what that was.
Well, I have to bend over. I am handy capable, so I try not to get you shizzy.
I was wondering why you kept putting your hand on my shoulder.
I have bad aim.
Guns. I mean, I've literally never even seen a gun in my life. Whatever the hell that is.
Laura, it's part of our job.
It's a taser.
Whatever that is.
She points to a mag light.
Exactly. You live in Arizona and have never seen a firearm. There is something wrong with you. There's seriously something wrong with you, because I can say that, you know, New Mexico and Arizona are not far apart, and that was one of the first things I remember it vividly. It was Mother's Day, 1980. Going out and on Mother's Day and killing a ton of jackrabbits on Mother's Day, like with shotguns, riding in the back of a Chevy S10. You know, that
Traditional
was
Mother's Day.
traditional Mother's Day. And then you come back after, you know, firing, you know, I don't know, thousands of rounds, and you jump in the shower and get all cleaned up and then go to church, and you've got this calm peace about you. It's like, ah.
Meanwhile, back at the rabbit farm.
You know what? It's not even 7 o'clock. I have done nothing except get pregnant by the fucking Bachelor.
Thank you, Laura.
Laura, sometimes I have a black pill day, and then God sends me little nuggets like this because he knows my sense of humor. You know, some people, you know, lament to God because of all the crazies, and I'm like, thank you for the content, but we're good now. We've
good.
got enough. Like, we're set for content.
Okay? I felt like I've gone and killed somebody.
Laura, and you can talk with the county detectives about
When
that.
they stay here, they wouldn't let me go.
It's
took my
poor
phone.
daddy. They
They
took
took
your phone.
They took my phone. Yeah.
So you guys have, well,
I have
where's
phone.
the search warrant?
Here's the search warrant.
For my mom?
Here's the search
It's a
warrant.
search warrant for my mom's phone.
See, senorita.
Oh no, that's one search warrant. There's multiple. But here's what you have to understand. They are putting them all into the same room, so they can tell them what the search warrant is for. They can give it, so they don't have to explain it to mom. They don't have to
Yeah.
explain it to dad. They don't have to explain it to Laura. They can explain it to them all. Do you have any questions about this?
Yeah, it's almost like there's a procedure, and if she would just settle down and listen, she could get all of her questions answered.
She doesn't know how to listen the same way she doesn't know how to get pregnant.
I'm telling you, those little like tranquilizer darts they used on Tiger King, I'm just saying.
I was thinking more like Cocaine Bear, you know, just Except more feral and a lot less weight. Oh God.
You know what? I need to help my father who cannot get up. My dad is handicapped. No, he can't get up. You don't get up. My dad can't get up and he's all panicked in there.
He doesn't sound panicked. He's like, no, I'll be right out. Shut up, woman. Like,
and speaking as someone who does have limited mobility, sometimes I've figured out a way. If he has a walker or something, we're astonishingly adaptable, you
Yes.
know, and we honestly don't like being told, like, hey, my dad, the cripple. Yeah, the one can't walk well, fighting gravity, that asshole. Like, we don't like to call attention to it all the time. Like, we generally just like to be treated like we're normal, and we'll tell you our sad sack story if we want to.
It's like my wife's grandfather was, blind. He lost his sight at a 60s, 70s, like fully blind. And he took it upon himself to learn to use a walking stick, learn how to read Braille, got himself a watch so he could tell what time it was just by touching it. Those were all of the things that he did. And then, of course, he was also deaf. So he had, so imagine deaf and blind. So that makes, which is always really interesting because deaf people don't realize whenever they take their hearing aids out and they set them down, they feed back on one another. And they,
Oh yeah, I used to hate that.
yeah, but but you also realize that they don't understand this, and then you just separate those kinds of things. You take care of somebody that's like that without like calling attention to it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And honestly, like most days we'll make fun of it ourselves, but it's that one day where it's just like, seriously?
Seriously, you're coming after me over this? Oh God.
He can't get up. He's handicapped. Please do not do something. No, he can't.
What are you trying to help him with? I mean, he has nothing.
My poor dad has nothing to do with this. Fuck all of you guys. Seriously, okay. Fuck you guys.
No, don't do that. Not
cool.
her.
It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning. They're acting like I murdered somebody.
I agree, honey. I agree. This is
my eardrum.
Yeah.
What did David say? Did you call David?
Yeah, they took my phone. I don't have David's number. I don't even have my.
And you notice she totally ignored what the mother's question was. Have you talked to David? Normal person would respond, I talked to David and he said to listen to them. They're going to do what they need to do.
Yeah, he said, calm down, Laura, and let them do what they have to do.
Even Mo got that off of one time listening.
I know, and I'm a blonde. Like my new growth is coming.
The blonde growth is coming.
Attorney's number. Can I have my phone to write my attorney's phone number on?
Can we just clear space so Dad can come out so we can sit down?
He just was about to fall.
He's got his walker.
He doesn't use a walker.
He's using it right now.
He's using a walker.
He's using it right now, ma'am. Like chill out. He's got this. He's got this handled. He seems to be doing just absolutely fine.
My father cannot get up. My dad is handicapped. No, he can't get up. You don't get it. My dad can't get up and he's all panicked in there. No, you see what? He can't get up. He's handicapped. Please.
You think this poor man just fakes deafness?
Oh, he can't. He literally can't.
I would.
He has, my poor dad has nothing to do with this. He can help. Fuck all of you guys. Seriously. Fuck you. This is not cool. It's not even 7 o'clock in the morning.
I need that clip right there. Just basically just have her little squirrely, standing in front of these guys that she's what, 5 foot something, and they're like 6 foot something, and she's like, oh, you guys, and they're
it's
just
like when you're a kid and you first learn what the middle finger is, and you're like,
No, what the worst part is you've got one middle finger and then you got like the index finger up and you're just like,
which one?
which it's one of these.
Yeah. She does. She looks like a little like 5-year-old who's like, this is the naughty finger.
It's so bad because these guys are like their their biceps are bigger than her waist. Okay.
Like those little Pomeranians that are like, and you're just like, I will punch you.
You've met Miyagi.
and they're like, and you're like, you're so cute, I love you, you're so funny, and they're like, no, I'm really angry.
I'm really angry. I will bite a fingernail off.
And they're doing like their mean stance causes them to shiver because God didn't intend them to be a threat. So they're like, and they're all shaking and looking at you all twitchy.
I got you. Thank you, Heather May. I appreciate you. Yes, please hit that thumbs up over on the Rumble if you're on the Rumble. So,
oh my gosh, yes, Shizzy, you need to start your morning show with "It's not even 7 a.m. in the morning."
Oh, I should totally do that. Like I need that.
Add her to that. It's not even 7 a.m. and we aren't even here. Like, I don't even understand.
I still like the one with Larry. It just kills me because Larry had no idea who Shizzy Wisnut was. And oh, was he in for a surprise in his life? Surprise.
Yeah, I know.
Because he was like, is this guy for real? And Megan was like, yeah, he's for real. he's totally retarded.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I am for real.
Like I murdered somebody.
I agree, honey. I agree. This is
Her mom is so exhausted
What
over
did David say?
her.
Did you call David?
Yeah,
Ron wants to come out. Do we have a spot for him out here?
Dad wants to come out.
He wants to come out.
Yeah, he's got his walker.
Hey, can we just clear a space so Dad can come out so we can sit down?
he just was about to fall.
He's got his walker. We're helping him.
He doesn't use a walker.
Oh, he's using it right now. I
He's
just watched
using a walker that I'm sure he doesn't use. He never uses a walker.
Looks like he's using it to me.
It's an emergency. I'm using it now.
Yeah, do you guys see what you've done? Do you see what you've done? I mean,
Yeah.
Made a man use adaptive equipment. Oh.
No. A guy that couldn't walk, they made him walk. It's a fucking miracle.
I know. Holy crap. Laura, call Nancy Grace. We found a miracle.
I mean, this is a miracle that just happened. Do you realize, Laura? A man that is incapable of fending for himself managed to get himself in his walker and take a few steps down the hallway. You should be fucking celebrating.
Yeah.
I mean, the cops did more miracles than Jesus, the guy that used to mow my lawn.
But he did get rid of the gophers, and that was in and of itself a bit miraculous.
Or we'll see, and I'll keep switching the views so that way you might get more Tookus.
Tookus time.
that I'm sure he doesn't use. He never uses a walker.
Where do you want you want him to sit here? Where do you want him to sit in here?
Emergency. I'm using it now.
Yeah,
Ma'am.
do you guys see what you've done?
the chair.
Do you see what you've done? I mean, really, that my family is dealing
Come here,
with.
sir.
He needs
Oh my God, this is what living with her would be like.
He's had Parkinson's for 23 years. He needs someone to hold him.
I don't cops carry like duct tape on them? I mean,
Also, again, I don't want to speak for the cripples, but if you are really bad with mobility, don't yank on someone's walker. They're using that for stability. They're not going to move as fast as you think they are, so don't touch someone's walker
no, don't
when
touch
you're
the
bitching
walker.
about his stability.
And don't play little tricks on them like lighting their shoes on fire with matches that you stuck in there. I know because, well, I could reach Mo's shoes faster than anybody else, and she kicked me a couple of times.
Oh, no, that's okay. I used to, maybe my brother and I were not the best children, and some of my relatives had hearing aids, and we would just start doing like, and they would take them. So, like I said, I may have come by the youngest, most feral, somewhat naturally.
Yeah, I think the youngest, most feral is Payback.
Slightly, mostly for Mr. Mo, I still contend.
It was mainly his
Look,
fault.
my shenanigans are fun and lighthearted. His shenanigans are sad and sad.
It's really that my family is dealing with it.
So, sir,
He needs somebody
wherever's
to
most
support
comfortable for
him.
you.
Excuse me, he can't walk. He's had Parkinson's for 23 years. He cannot.
Her dad asking how much they charge to keep Laura away from him.
Here it comes.
Whatever's going to be more comfortable for you, sir. It's right there. Is that better for you? Okay.
Oh, I'm sure they already told me they had body cams. I'm sure they're going to give us footage. He needs to if this footage becomes public
Here it comes.
with my father on it, they're
Please have
the
him
group
sit.
that is harassing me is going to kill me.
He wants to sit there.
But he never sits there.
Well, that's where he wants to sit.
And again, I know these are things that people aren't going to think about, but that's a wheeled chair that they are wanting him to sit in, which is going to immediately roll backward when he tries to sit. If you have, lack of stability, you're not going to sit on a wheeled chair. You're just not.
But that's the thing. They always give him the wheeled chair. But that's not the seat that he, because here, in case you didn't pick up, as he was coming down the hall, they were like, where would you like to sit? And he said, I would like to sit where it's the most comfortable. So clearly that fucking black chair is not comfortable for him. And he wants the most comfortable chair. By the way, I have that same chair. It's what I'm sitting in right now. And no, I don't have Parkinson's that I know of. I could, but
no,
I don't.
I'm just, it wouldn't be something that would even occur to me before I got hurt. But I'll tell you, I don't sit down in rolly chairs unless I know they're rolly chairs and it's a good day. On a bad day, I'll have Mr. Mo stand beside or behind me. I mean, that was one of the reasons we switched to this recliner, because I was getting nervous about rolling chairs.
Yeah, the last thing that you want to do is be in a rolling chair and he's outside. You're like, I've got to go pee, and I'm not going to do it in my rolling chair.
Well, so he put a really thick door, like one of these solid wood doors, and I had a day where I got maybe halfway to the restroom and then I wasn't going to be able to walk anymore. And, it's like trying to figure out if I can hop over to my cell phone and then yelling out the door. And because he soundproofed so well, and it's just.
Yeah. Little things that you overcome. But he's like, because the officer is like, which chair would you like to sit in? He said, the most comfortable one.
Shizzy paused on a tookish just for me.
Yes, I did. That's why I'm keeping it here for you. It was just like, this is for Mo.
Yeah. Also, look at him. I mean, can we get vests that cover all of him? I feel bad. Like,
like he's wearing the kid's vest.
Sir,
he's just that big.
You're Henry Cavill sized. Get the large vest, okay?
Yeah, that vest is not going to protect too much of your body if you get do that. I don't think they make the vest big enough for him, though. I mean, maybe they could put a tank on his back. I mean,
Laura Owens is over here spazzing out. I'd be like, excuse me, officer, I'm currently single. How much do you bench? Like, could you show me right now? Like, I'd be like,
bench me?
Do you seem to know your way around handcuffs. That'll come in mighty handy. I mean,
can I play with your gun?
Giblets. I love how she's trying to look angry. Again, it's like watching Polly Pocket get mad at you. I just
It looks like a child's fest. I know. I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, this dude is like, 200 pounds of muscle and like, like, dude. And that's just his upper body.
Yeah, I know.
You don't get it.
There you go. Is that better, Mel? Is that better?
I don't know, but I'm looking on Prime Day for a thigh holster for no reason for Mr. Mo.
He was saying that he was looking for one for you too, because of Laura Croft. That's what he was saying.
Oh my gosh, if you could make Laura Owens Croft, she raids everyone. She goes from continent to continent stealing, ancient treasures and trying to get pregnant.
She goes from ancient place to anxious place.
Just trying to find a man who will stick with her.
Just
And she comes home like, not the ark again. Damn it. The real crucifix, not again. Still can't find a man that'll stick with me.
She made it to this guy's bedroom and damn it. Comes down from the ceiling just like
no. She does the whole Tom Cruise thing. Mission impregnation. Dun, dun, dun.
I've worked Parkinson's for 23 years. You guys don't understand. He can't sit in that chair.
All right, let's go to the other one because this is awesome. Because look at him. He just comes in.
Yeah, he's doing fine. Like the dad's the only one that's like, yeah, I always get up at 7.
By the way, they blurred it out because he at this age, you just don't care. Like,
yeah, I think his bathrobe was all he put on, and he didn't quite close it.
But you know what? He's just like, I don't care. I mean, these are grown men. I mean, what are they going to do? Arrest me for indecent exposure in my own house? I'm letting it dangle. I might give it a little shake just for the hell of it.
Officers, I'm armed, but I'm not going to touch it. I'll keep it in its holster. Is it starting for you?
Look at this. They're totally like this officer's stationed behind him to help ease him into the seat.
Shizzy, are you watching a different video? Because we're just seeing the door.
Oh, sorry. I am watching a different video.
I was like,
here you go.
What are you watching?
Sorry.
You want to sit there or here? Okay.
This footage becomes public record with my father on it. Please have the group that is harassing me is the
I mean, they put a pillow back there. They're helping him to sit down.
Ma'am, he wants to sit there.
But he sits there.
He doesn't. You don't get it. My dad's had Parkinson's for 23 years. You guys don't understand.
I just asked if you wanted to sit in there. He said
He
no.
can't sit in that chair.
The cop's face. I don't get paid enough for this shit. He was too close to Laura.
They help him into a seat that he wants to sit in. And she's like, he can't sit in that chair. Well, it looks like he's doing just fine in that fucking chair. But we'll move him to another chair. We're going to make it more difficult, more stressful on him.
Well, I think that it's easier for them to maneuver him in that wheelie chair versus what is comfortable for him. I think it takes more effort to help someone up from that than if you just wheel his ass back to the room or wherever he needs to go.
They probably wheel him everywhere.
Yeah, and that's not good for him. I mean, and I say this as a person for whom every step hurts, but I have to do it. I mean, I've been getting back on my walking pad because I have to do it. because if I don't, I will lose the, freedom and mobility that I have. So I have to do it. And he
Yes.
has to walk around. He has to use those muscles.
Heather May is like, we don't see anything. There, you were really wanting to see the old man's dongle hanging out. Damn it. Damn it. Heather May, shame on you. I mean, I look, I pause it on the perfect pause here. You're looking for old man dongle. Mo's over here checking out the leg holsters.
No, you just have to go back because the guy that was close to Laura like rolled his eyes and then walked off like, I am not getting enough hazard pay for this shit. Right
This
there.
guy right here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
that
the
look on
face
his face is just like,
that's like, thank God I get to go home to a sane woman.
yeah.
Just asked if he wanted to sit in there. He said
He
no.
can't sit in that chair.
You can't sit in that one, honey.
He just turned and was just like,
He's like, I'm out.
That one you can't use because it's on rollers.
Okay,
Your
which
mom
chair?
just said to use it,
The
Laura.
black chair. The black chair.
the black chair, the black chair. He's like, I hate that chair.
He probably does.
I mean, I spend a good amount of time in the chair that I'm in. Like, and it's not the most comfortable chair. And it's not supposed to be the most comfortable chair because I need to get up and move like on a regular basis. Which I do. I actually have a standing desk. Like, you see me sitting during a stream, and after the stream ends, I raise this thing up and stand. I work most of the day like standing at my desk because my ass gets sore.
Yeah, even this comfier chair, I'll move it around. You have to move around.
Yeah.
The black chair.
Black chair.
Racist.
Just sit in the black chair. Just sit in the black chair.
He doesn't even know what chair they want him to sit in. He looked at the most comfortable chair for him.
He can't, but he'll roll in that one.
That's where he sits.
So this one or
This one.
okay, I'll hold it for him.
It needs to be pushed back to this right here. It needs to be pushed there for him to sit down.
He's standing behind.
They took my phone.
What?
They took my phone.
They took your phone. Well, here's your phone.
No, they're
Here's a phone right here. Here's a phone. You want a phone? There's a phone right there. But they took my phone.
gonna take your
Here,
phone.
let's get you seated
They're gonna
first.
take your
Let's
phone
get you
back.
seated.
I want to see the warrant that says I can have my phone.
Very fucking reasonable right there.
Yeah.
This is the kind of questions that she should be asking. Like,
Yeah,
can I
and if
see the
she would-
warrant?
If she would just stop with the hysterics, she could say what her dad did. Okay, give me the warrant. And then she would hear the detectives are on their way. We are allowed to seize them. We are not allowed to manipulate them in any way.
Nope.
And then the detectives will come in and explain.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, I do believe this guy right here is one of the detectives. All right,
Okay,
so
then-
they're already there. They have arrived, and what most likely, and I don't know this from experience or anything. Most likely, I'm suspecting they're going to have some sort of box or evidence container, like one of those banker boxes or something, that they will collect, like the laptop. They'll collect all the phones, and they're going to label each one of these as they put them in there. And they're going to make sure that they've got like charge cables, all that kind of stuff. And they're going to put all of that stuff into a box. If they had like a desktop computer, they would disconnect all the peripherals from it and basically just take the box itself. They wouldn't take the keyboard, the monitors. There's just nothing stored on that. They're after the digital
data.
media. Yeah. I mean, good luck coming into my place and trying to get all the digital data because I have like the original iPhone 8 or something like that that's still sitting in a box after I replaced it.
All I'm thinking is the poor son of a bitch Fed that's looking through my stuff. Why in the hell did she download the lyrics to WAP in Korean?
In Korean.
And then they're gonna get to our Canadian friend who mixes the drinks, and they're gonna be like, "Look, I don't care. They don't pay me enough to go through this."
No, they would probably stop and pause and watch your Pearl videos that you've downloaded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'd be like, "This woman needs to be on a list, but I don't know what we list
Do
her
we turn
as."
her into PETA? What do we do with her?
Does it say they can take your phone, Mom? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It does not say you guys can take my mom's. It doesn't.
Laura, you didn't even read it.
Yes, I just did. On the person, Laura Michelle Owens, where does it say you can take my mom's phone?
Take 3 minutes and read the whole warrant.
And it says you can take my mom's phone?
Well, read
There's
it.
more
Don't just
pages,
read it.
dumbass.
So, sir, we're serving the search warrant on behalf of the Maricopa County Attorney's Office.
That's right.
So,
Yeah, and I'm not seeing where it says
But
by my mom.
Laura, listen to what he's saying.
6:30 in the morning. My God.
So, sir, per statute, we can serve a daytime search warrant between the hours of 6:30 in the morning and 10 at night.
And this is important enough for me to.
Yeah, there's
search
absolutely
somebody's
not.
house. What are you looking for?
So they are the investigators.
They
Our
can search
role
the
here
stable.
was just securing the property. So the investigators have all the details. They drafted the search
And
warrant.
what are they?
Okay, and I have this. There's nothing that says you guys can search my mom's phone.
Laura, you haven't read it.
I did read it. Don't you tell me I can't. I didn't read it.
No,
Oh dear God, Mackenzie, shut up. Read a book.
like, shut up and listen. This guy right here, this guy right here is going to explain everything. If you would shut your damn cake hole for like 5 seconds.
But the detective is so me. Like I know I'm in charge. I in fact know I could put an end to all this and answer Laura's questions, but I am going to sit here and wait till she shuts the fuck up because I'm not paid enough to deal with this shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Where does it show that you can search my mom's?
Laura, like I said, we did not draft the search
But
warrant.
it doesn't say you guys can search my mom's phone.
I haven't done your mom's phone.
They took your phone, you said.
And Laura, just listen to me.
I have a phone.
Just because we've set a phone aside doesn't mean that we're searching
Oh
for
my
it.
God, this is the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Just because we've done that, just like because we've put you guys in here.
Wait, so then you can't.
What are you looking
There is a Cracker Barrel empty somewhere.
Yes. Here's the thing. He says, we haven't searched anything. Our job, if you were paying any attention, you mental midget, was to come in and secure everything. That is only our job. We don't search, we don't download, we don't inspect. All we do is we get all of the residents of the home. We go through the entire home, make sure you don't have any weirdos like, some guy hiding out in a closet somewhere. It would probably be better for Laura if there was, but we don't do any of that. What we do is our job is to secure. Now, these investigators that are about to come in here, you mental moron, is they are going to explain everything that they need. They're going to tell you everything that's going to happen. They're going to give you the whole process. They're going to ask you some questions. Our job is to secure everything. That's what we're doing, securing. We show you the search warrant to show you that, yes, we have the authority to be here. We have the authority to detain you. We have the authority to stop everything. We're stopping your life for right now. If you let me finish, we're going to tell you what these guys are going to do. But, oh no, how dare they? How dare they invade my privacy? How dare they show up at 7 o'clock, before even 7 o'clock in the morning, between the hours of 6:30 and already it's 7:01. So now she can't say that.
It's so funny that she is so incredibly upset about this 7:30 thing.
Sir, I can't tell you guys this enough. We are not searching the property. Maricopa County Attorney's Office is the one responsible for drafting this warrant and searching for evidence for their case. We have merely secured the property on their behalf. Any questions you have pertaining to this case and what property is to be seized, not seized and searched, you would have to get the answers through them.
That's great, because they can't take your stuff. It says specifically on.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh.
She is
But-
insufferable.
But see, here's the thing about you opening up your flap trap like this. What does mom have on her for evidence that now these investigators are there, that one of them doesn't go over to a judge and say, Your Honor, we need to expand the search warrant because we believe that the mother has possible information.
Yeah. All she had to do was just relax. I don't get this. You need to teach your children self-control. You are not doing your children any favors by being, a helicopter parent or a bulldozer parent, because they are going to get to the age of 35 and not understanding how to follow basic directions.
Yeah. And this is pretty basic for them. I mean, he explained to her everything, and he's so patient. So patient.
Me, so they've taken your stuff, so we can report it to the county. They've taken your advice, because you have David's number, and I need David's number.
Ladies and sir, these are the county attorney office detectives. They have the intelligence and the information on the case. Any questions that you have, they may or may not be at liberty to answer based on the severity of the case or whatever they're investigating, but they are the ones with the information behind it. I do not have any information to provide you. Like I said, the Scottsdale Police Department, because you reside in Scottsdale, was tasked with securing the property. If you guys lived in Phoenix Police Department. Yes, sir. We can serve a warrant between 6:30.
You can, but I mean, this is a little bit discretion involved, and we're not talking about it.
Would you rather we serve it at noon, where all your neighbors see the police?
Oh, yeah.
You would rather that?
Oh, my God, yes. At 6:30 in the morning when my parents are asleep?
Well, we're well within the law to do that, okay? So any questions that you have pertaining to the case, the county attorney's office, detectives can answer.
And he's just like, I'm holding my pecker right here. I don't care. It's just like, this is ridiculous. And, and he knows this is ridiculous. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is stupid. I wish that, this wasn't happening. But you see how easy he is with it. He was like listening to what the officers were saying, what was going on. He was just like, you want your phone? I mean, if I got a phone right here, and these guys are saying, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to handle the situation. So chill your ass out, relax. It is okay. Everything's going to be just fine. But panic. And everybody, I want to do something really cool, because I always forget to do this. Oh, I always forget to do this. So let me give you this one right here. I don't normally do these, especially on nights like tonight, but we're gonna do one anyway. So, Access Med, powered by Trevona Health, is revolutionary telehealth service that offers fast, free online evaluations, free home delivery, and customized compounded medications, offering custom weight loss support, ivermectin therapy, hair restoration, cosmetic rejuvenation, custom ED treatments, and more. You can complete your visit in less than 10 minutes, and there's no subscriptions, no reoccurring fees ever. And we've made getting started easier than ever. Simply follow the link, choose the product and the treatment you're interested in, then complete a quick online evaluation. Within days, your custom meds will arrive to your door. Mention Rumble in your coupon code and get 10% off your first treatment. Yeah, I don't hardly do these ads, and I don't give medical advice. I'm just giving you the information. Do with it as you like. And everybody, I'll be sending you over to Megan and Tug. I was actually working on getting it set up.
I have made the most amazing Prime Day purchases. Everyone talks about monitors and cameras and stuff. I had a very specific list. So I was looking for a foam head so I could put my wigs on it so I could style them. They had sales on fake mustaches and beards, which I didn't know was a thing, but they had rainbow ones. So for $7, yes. And then rave fans, one that says has Jesus that says I saw that, and the other one that says who hurt you, because I will be doing more drama streams. I was looking for a one that said the C word because and they don't have any, but they do have a lot of funny ones, but I realized I couldn't spend $200 on ridiculous fans.
No. No, you can't. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was like, I'm not seeing Tugs. I know that he's probably streaming tonight, and so I've got Tugs there, and then I'm going to pull up the one on the Rumble side, because Rumble, you need to make this easier. Like, seriously, you need to make doing this like easier. YouTube, all I have to do is just put it in there. Rumble, make my life easy. Why can't you make it easy for me? Give me a second. I gotta copy this in here. Copy back, and we're going to go to my stream, which this is the most annoying part. So I have to do this before. R18. There we go. Got it in there. Everybody, we will see you tomorrow on Mo's channel. Mo is going to be doing a stream, and are you still going to be doing it all on YouTube, or are you going to do a Rumble?
I figured we could at least start the intro, because we might not even get into a lot of the report, because just kind of explaining the entire backstory of it, and giving you an understanding of just how many things failed, it's going to be a lot. So what we're going to be doing Wednesdays and Thursdays is we're going to start out on YouTube. What we're covering now, I know we tend to do funny things. This is more of a thing that I find very important. We are going to be going over the Rupert Lowe report on the grooming people. So the first stream is legitimately just going to be kind of going over the overview. It's an incredibly well-written, well-researched document. But there's also, implications from people that, because of Rupert Lowe, being more right-wing and conservative, that this wasn't well-researched. But this was, in fact, very well-researched. But there's a lot to it. There are so many layers of failure and kind of history to it that the report really goes into, and we can sort of bring in, headlines and different things. It's a very difficult subject. I just did the first, they have survivors' testimonies. I just did the first video. I am recording videos. I will be going over the full report. Look, they're not monetized, or they're monetized, but they're limited. This isn't about making money. This is about getting the story out there. But these are incredibly hard. You guys, I had to take about a 3-hour break and talking about ridiculous drama. This is not easy stuff. So
if you're sensitive to this kind of thing, all you have to do is look up the Rupert Lowe report, and it'll tell you pretty much the things that we can't really say on the YouTube without having like some serious issues. And so I want you to, understand what it is that you're going to be looking at, and that we don't take it lightly at all. I mean, as much as we like to joke around and have fun and crack jokes on, this is going to be very much serious stuff.
Yeah, and we're doing this because people in the UK, regular citizens who should be able to speak out and talk about these uncomfortable truths, are not able to. And if it's happening over there, you can guarantee that it's happening over here. Maybe not to the same extent, but we have the same sort of ideologies in place in institutions. And as far as I'm concerned, one victim is too many. And at the low estimate, just to give you guys an idea, the low conservative estimate of victims of this particular kind of attack is 250,000.
In the UK.
In the UK, a small island.
Imagine something the size of the United States. that one of our cities basically has the same population as the entire UK.
And these are entire generations of children who are destroyed. And I don't mean that they didn't go on to survive, but this kind of trauma, you adapt, you overcome it, but you're not ever the same person.
No.
And when things pop off, things are coming to a head. And as everyone, we all hope that this can, be solved with some uncomfortable conversations. And we want it to stop there. We want it to be stopped with laws. But I really fear that if people don't learn the truth and don't learn what was going on, what continues to go on, then voting is not going to be the way out. And I don't want that.
Yeah, 60,000 women in Nanking. Think about it. All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow on Moe's.
And we might only do one night a week. It's really heavy stuff.
It is heavy stuff. It is.
So we might do a Wednesday and then a Thursday, like body cam footage or something ridiculous. Because honestly, I'm not trying to bring you down. It's a big, huge problem. Look, successive governments haven't been able to figure it out, but we can get the word out. We can honor the survivors by listening to their story because so many didn't listen when they were crying out. And, if I can, it's a lot. So probably just a Wednesday, and then we'll do something redonkulous on Friday or Thursday, whatever day of the week it is.
Mo will teach me how to get her hair to look that good. Oh, wait, I have to have more hair to do that, don't I?
We'll get you a lace front, sweetie. It is June. I will teach you how to install a wig. It'll be great.
It'll be so good. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Mo will see you tomorrow morning after that. Peace.
Yeah.
Laters.
Don't.